Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm really excited to bring you a tasting of a white wine from Domaine de Villaine. This is the 2017 1er Cru Les Margotés. I'm exceptionally pleased to get this wine. Alain Villaine is the managing director of DRC Wines, and this is his own winery in the Côte Chalonnaise region. If you've watched my other videos, Côte Chalonnaise is a value region. So this is so great. Alain is by nature a farmer, like many other spectacular winemakers and wine managers. They, at their heart, are really not pretentious people. They just like great wines, and they're farmers. So they love the actual process of making great wines, and they don't care as much about $1,000, $2,000 points. They just want to make great wines. So this is such a great project because it allows people to drink great, well-crafted wines for a reasonable price. Now, it is a very difficult bottle, I think, to get in the United States. If you look at Wine Spectator, they say it's like 30 cases are made or exported. I got it. I do see it quite a bit. It's not like mass produced, but it is difficult to find. And if you can find it, I don't think it's that expensive. It's in the $100 range. But for the quality, you're getting a guy that knows wines very well. Of course, if he's doing DRC wines, he knows how to make wines. So Roulis is a 1er Cru region, and he's famous for going to the Bouzeron region and working with the Alagote grape. But this is Chardonnay. This is 100% Chardonnay, but it is harvested by hand, and then the bunches are pressed, whole harvested, and then they are naturally left to settle. They are put in barrels, and then they are aged for 18 months on lees, and then they are bottled and left to rest for a year. So 2.5 years of aging on what we would call a value wine or entry-level wine is amazing, the quality you're getting. So it's not a DRC, it's not meant as an investment wine, it's not meant to, I think, drink long term. It's meant to be enjoyed. And I'm so excited that I was able to buy this wine at retail. I bought it from my good friends at HGH in Chicago for retail, and so excited to be able to bring this back to drink and to share with my viewers. As a wine person, these are the type of things that excite me. You know, of course I like to drink trophy wines. I drink Lafite, Cheval Blanc, but this wine really excites me because it's so interesting. It shows that you don't need to always have the most expensive wines or you can have a love of wine and you can produce a really spectacular wine. So here is the cork, nice and long, 2017 from Domaine de Villaine. Not much more on this, I don't think. Look at the color. Again, very well developed. It's now 6 years of aging, but nice yellow color. And then the bottle, Domaine de Villaine, from their winery, or from ours is from Bouzeron, although this is from Roulis. It is a 1er Cru from Les Margotés. And there's not much on the back, but I will note that on the front, this is 14% alcohol. So it doesn't feel that heavy, but it is a weighty wine. I had this last night. We had some steamed blue crab, which was wonderful. And then thereafter with some hot pot. It was wonderful. It could go with seafood and go with cheese. It was, for me, it was so good that I wanted to drink the whole bottle, but I knew I had to save some for this review. So if you look at the color, and I'll have this close-up of it, it's got some intensity of color, maybe a hay yellow, but it is 2017, so it is a 6-year-old wine. So it's got some viscosity, it's got some weight into it. The first thing you smell is that You smell aromas of floral aromas like roses, some honey, some peach, and then maybe a little bit of ginger in this, but it's very aromatic. And I think most people, it's not over oaked. I think most people who like or would like to, this is a great entry level into Burgundy wines. I don't think anyone would be disappointed with this wine. It's nice, pleasing, aromatic, not difficult to understand at all. Beautiful color. I think you can see it from the video. It's beautiful color right now. Balance is great here. Very refreshing. Good acidity, but not too acidic like Sauvignon Blanc. Lots of fruit, a sweetness of the fruit, honey, peaches, a little bit of aftertaste of almost a creme caramel type aftertaste, a little bit of peel. I can feel it, like marmalade on the end of this. Very mouth-watering, refreshing, vibrant. I wouldn't say very ethereal, makes you think a lot. It's just a really delicious wine. That's why I loved it so much. It drank so well. It paired so well with food. It held up with food very nicely. But it's a great sipping wine, and it's just a pleasure. You can see how it's a simple, developed wine. It doesn't need a lot more aging. It's already been aged perfectly. I think it will go for another 2-3 years. I'm not sure. I've never aged it longer than that. I think their Aligote can probably age a little bit longer, but this is a really, really delicious wine. Yeah, I could drink this all day long. It's so, the only word I can use is so delicious. It's very pleasing. It's got everything that you want in the elements of a Chardonnay. It's not over oaked, but it's got that intensity. It's got a brightness to it, a vibrancy to it, and it's got those fruit flavors, some sweetness, and a little bit of depth at the end too, with a little bit of not a bitter aftertaste, but a marmalade aftertaste. Really like this wine. I give it 91 points. And again, I'm so thrilled to drink this. Hope you've enjoyed this tasting. Until next time, happy drinking.